All right, everyone, welcome to the first study skills session for the year of 2022. This is the 13th study skills session on the Northstar College website. If you haven't already, please subscribe and share the video so other people can take advantage of this advice. My name is Dylan Anderson. I am the curriculum coordinator at Northstar College. And every week I do a video about professional and academic development to help you reach your goals in English. So today specifically we're talking about goals because it's the beginning of the year. It's easy, it's an easy time to kind of track, when you started, working towards these goals. So it's because you started in month number 1, of the English calendar, I guess. It's an easy way to kind of have a good starting point. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Setting goals is a very important part of improving your English, as with every other part of life. Learning a language without setting goals is like driving but with no destination. You're just kind of going, you're not really, going to a specific place. It's hard to track your progress. You don't know if you're any closer to your destination or farther away. All you know is that you're driving, and it can be a little difficult to study English in that way because you don't know how well you're improving. You don't know your weekly progress. So setting goals is really important to have that week by week knowledge of, okay, I'm improving. I learned these words last week. I learned these phrases, whatever your goal is. The template I want to talk about is called S.M.A.R.T goals. Now, S.M.A.R.T goals is a template. I'll just move on to here. S.M.A.R.T goals is a template, is like a structure that allows you to make goals that you can actually achieve. These are 5 things that we need to remember when thinking about our goals for the year and for our lives in general. And S.M.A.R.T, they're called S.M.A.R.T because every letter relates to a specific idea. So S means specific, M means measurable, A means attainable, R means relevant, and T means time-bound. So we're going to go through examples of each of these so you can then make your own S.M.A.R.T goals by yourself and hopefully work on those for the coming year. Now, the first letter in S.M.A.R.T is an S, and the S stands for specific. Specific is something that is clearly defined. So instead of I want to learn vocabulary, it should be I want to learn 25 new general vocabulary words every month and 25 words specific to my field of study, for example. And so it's a specific part of vocabulary. It's not just any new words that you come across, but it's 25 general words and 25 words specific to your field of study. And the field of study part we'll talk about a little later. So that is an example of specific. The next letter in S.M.A.R.T, we did S, which is specific. Now we're going to do M, which is measurable. A measurable goal is something that can be described with a number or a measurement. Some of you might not know what this is. This is called a measuring tape. Right? It measures the distance of things, right? And that should be your idea behind your goals. So a lot of people, if they have a goal, they'll say, this year I want to improve my English. Well, that's not really that specific. It's not really that measurable. You can't measure, it's hard to measure if you just improved in general. So for example, a measurable goal is I want to earn an 80 or higher on my final exam for my level 4 class at Northstar College, right? I want to get this specific grade, and if you got less than 80, you did not meet your goal, and if you went over 80, you met your goal. And it's a nice feeling, like you can give yourself a something that you succeeded, like you did it, right? You succeeded, you know, achieved something if you went over your goal. If you don't have a measurable goal, you don't know if you achieved anything or if you succeeded. The next letter in SMART, we did S and M. The next letter is A. The next word is attainable. Attainable means something that you know you can achieve. So, so it shouldn't be such a big goal that you know you can't possibly do it. You know, like somebody might say, I want to be fluent in English by the end of the year. I mean, maybe if you're really lucky, pardon me, maybe if you're really lucky you can do this, but you know, the chances are it's not attainable, it's not realistic, pardon me, it's not something you can actually do. An example of an attainable goal that would go towards the same idea: I want to be able to use 3 new phrases every week when speaking to my foreign coworker. You know, something that you know that you can do, something that is within your ability to do. Okay, so that is SMA. The next one, next letter in SMART is R. So relevant. Their goals should be relevant to your personal and professional development. Relevant means related, right? So if you're studying medicine, you should spend more time learning medical English than you should, for example, studying, you know, English within business or finance. Those are some good words to learn there, obviously, but maybe they're not relevant. They're not related to your personal goals and what you want to achieve. So, for example, a normal goal, someone might say, I want to read 3 English books this year. A relevant goal, I want to read 1 important book related to my profession and understand it this year, right? So, you know, maybe you're wasting your time if you're reading a book that isn't completely, you know, related to what you're doing. Better to spend your time reading a book related to your interests, related to your career, related to your studies, than for something else. So we did S, M, A, and R, and the last one is T, which is time bound. So you need to give yourself a limit. You should give yourself both short term, like small and short term goals, like every week, right? And then long term goals, like 6 months or every year. If you don't have the short term, you won't have a sense of achievement. If it's only 6 months or a year, it will be a long time before you feel like you've achieved anything. So it's important to have weekly goals so that you feel a sense of achievement, a sense of progress every week, and then longer goals so you know what you're working for long term. So I hope that helps. I want all of you, hopefully, to watch this video and make some good goals for your personal and professional and academic life this year in 22. And let's make this a year where we're all successful and we can all feel like we achieved something, inshallah. I hope all of you have a great day. And that's the end of today's video. Thank you.